The 100-page report calls Jamal Khashoggi's murder the responsibility of the Saudi state and cites credible evidence to link it with this man, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The United Nations Special Rapporteur, Agnès Callamard, has presented her findings after a 6-month independent investigation into the killing of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. She stopped short of concluding the Crown Prince's guilt, but called for a further criminal investigation.
What needs to be investigated is the extent to which the Crown Prince knew or should have known of what would have happened to Mr. Khashoggi, whether he directly or indirectly incited the killing.
Callamard has called for countries to widen sanctions to include the Crown Prince until and unless he can prove he has no responsibility. She also called on states to make arrests if proven, because Khashoggi's murder amounted to an international crime. She implicated other high-level Saudi officials too, and said Riyadh must accept state responsibility for the execution, which would include reparations for Mr. Khashoggi's family. The outspoken Saudi journalist's remains haven't been found, but Callamard said that her team of experts had access to, quote, chilling and gruesome audio materials of his murder obtained by the Turkish intelligence agency. Khashoggi was last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul on October 2nd. After first denying any role in his death, Saudi Arabia acknowledged its agents were responsible weeks later, but described it as a rogue operation, rejecting that the Crown Prince had anything to do with it. Last November, Saudi authorities indicted 11 unnamed suspects in connection with the murder, but in her report, Callamard called on them to suspend their trials, citing a lack of transparency and risk of grave miscarriage of justice. She will present her report next week to the UN Human Rights Council, whose 47 member states include Saudi Arabia.